Today's problem is Earth Club has 37 members. Each member collects 15 boxes to recycle. How many boxes does Earth Club collect? So I want to start off by using my bar model because it's going to help me figure out what I need to do in this problem. I know that I have 37 members and each of those members collects 15 boxes. So I've got some parts and I want to put together to find out the whole. I want to find out how many boxes they collect all together. In the past, when we've drawn a bar model, we've represented each part by itself. Well, this time we've got 37 members or 37 parts, and I really don't want to try and squeeze in 37 in here. So I'm going to represent this just like this. There's my 37 members. That tells me that in that bar, it's really split up into 37 pieces, but I just didn't want to split them out. I do know that each member gets 15 or collects 15 boxes. So I'm going to represent that like this. It tells me, these dots let me know that within each of those 37 members gets 15 boxes. And what I'm trying to figure out is the whole. How many boxes will there be all together? So in order to figure this problem out, I would do 37 multiplied 15 times. My first strategy that I'm going to use today is the area model. I couldn't use a sketch on this problem because it would take me all day to do 37 15 times. It would take quite a while. So we're going to go right into the area model. When I draw my area model, I want to make sure that it's representative of the size of tens and ones. And by that I mean, when I'm taking my 37 and thinking about that in an expanded form, I know that 3 tens or 30 is greater than 7 ones. So I make sure that my bar or my area model is representative of that. I also want to do the same thing when I'm thinking about 15, which is 10 plus 5. I'm going to put 15 along the side. Well, I know that tens are greater than ones. So now I have a better representation of what my answer should be. When I'm looking at my boxes, I know this answer should be the greatest and this answer should be the least. So I'm going to work 30 multiplied 10 times. 30 multiplied 10 times. I'm going to think about that as 3 tens multiplied by 1 10. Just because when you're multiplying with zeros, it can get tricky. So tens times tens gives me hundreds. And 3 multiplied by 1 gives me 3. So 30 times 10, or multiplied 10 times, gives me 300. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I've got 10 multiplied 7 times. And many of you probably already know the answer. I'm going to write this out just because I want to see the values. And so tens times ones gives me tens. 1 multiplied 7 times gives me 7. So 7 tens has a value of 70. Then I'm going to come down and 30 multiplied by 5, sorry. 30 multiplied 5 times. 3 tens multiplied by 5 ones. Tens multiplied by ones gives us tens. 3 multiplied 5 times gives us 15. 15 tens has a value of 150. And then finally, I take my 7 ones and I multiply it 5 times, which is the same as thinking 7 ones multiplied by 5 ones. And again, if you know that answer, you're welcome to just go ahead and write that in. 35 ones has a value of 35. So now I have all of my answers that I just need to put together. So I've got 300 plus 70. I'm going to put two parts together at once. So 370, and then 150 plus 35 is 185. And then I'm going to add those. 0 plus 5 ones is 5 ones. 7 tens plus 8 tens is 15 tens. I'm going to leave 5 tens there, and I'm going to regroup the 100. 100 plus 300 plus 100 is 555. So I now know that Earth Club collected 555 boxes. 37 multiplied 15 times is 555 boxes.